Hello, my name is Robert Cole. I'm a professor of communication studies here at Roger Williams University, and I'm also the department chairperson for communication, graphic design, and web development. What I'd like to do in the next few minutes is just give you an overview of what you have to do academically in order to obtain your degree, and also to discuss a little bit which courses you ought to register for in your first semester. So let me begin by pointing out that in the department we actually have a handful of majors. Some of you are probably journalism majors, you might be public relations, you might have declared communication and media studies as your major, or graphic design, or web development. We also have a minor in film that's sponsored out of our department. If you're an undeclared student, you may perhaps be considering one of the majors here. The point I would make is that the coursework you do in your first semester or two for any of these majors is very easily translated over to one of the other majors. If once you learn a little bit more about the field of communication in the department, you want to change majors, that coursework will not be lost. And it's pretty easy early on to move between majors. So let me talk about what your graduation requirements are. You need, first of all, to accrue 120 credits. And what that means is each semester you should average 15 credits. And so after your first semester, you'll have 15 credits. After the spring semester, for example, you'd have 30 credits. Second year, 60, third year, 90 credits, and then 120 credits at the end of your 4 years. So it's okay to take a fewer credits in a given semester, but just keep in mind then you may want to pick up some coursework in the summer, maybe travel abroad and gain a few credits that way, or perhaps carry a little bit heavier load in one of the semesters, but you want to average 15 credits per semester. Everybody must satisfy at least the requirements of at least one major. You'll need to satisfy the general education core curriculum requirements, and I'll talk a little bit more about those in just a moment. Complete service learning requirement that we have on campus, and others will talk to you about that. And you have to have a minimum GPA of a 2.0 when you average all your classes together by the time it's graduation. So you can think about your graduation requirements really as breaking down, if this were a pie, about a third of the courses you're going to do are going to be for your major, about a third is going to be for your general education and core requirements. And what do you do with the other third? Anything you want. Take electives. Many students do a minor or a couple of minors. A few students do 2 majors with these extra 40 or so credits. And so let me take a moment and just give you an idea of what the general education core requirements are. And you might have heard some of this elsewhere, but part of the schedule that you build for the fall will include general education courses. So every student has a writing requirement, and it's actually a 2-course sequence: expository writing, which is 102, and critical writing is an advanced level course that you'll take as a sophomore or perhaps as a junior. A few of you may place yourself into Writing 100, and Writing 100 then sets you up, if you take that in the fall, to take expository writing 102 in the spring. All students have a math requirement. For our own majors, we recommend either statistics or math in the modern world. It's not essential to pick up your math in your first semester. By your sophomore year, during your sophomore year, we want you to complete your math requirement. And then every student's going to have a 100 level 5-course interdisciplinary core requirement. And so Core 101 deals with natural sciences. Core 102 is history and the modern world. Core 103 deals with human behavior, psychology, anthropology, sociology. Core 104 is literature and philosophy, and Core 105 is fine and performing arts. We'll ask that all first-year students take one of these cores and that you take a Roger seminar version of that core, and I'll talk a little bit more about that in just a little bit. Looking ahead, not just to your first semester, but as you look on through the next few semesters, all students, in addition to the 100 level, need to have a 5-course concentration. And it's really what I call a mini minor. And in the social sciences, for example, you might be interested in political science. And so you would take 5 courses in political science, or you might take them in psychology, or in the humanities, you might take 5 courses in creative writing, or in the fine arts, maybe 5 courses in theater or dance or music. And the reason I call it a mini minor is after those 5 classes, many students add one more class, and then they actually have on their transcript the fact that they have a minor in that area. As a senior, you'll do a seminar, and all majors in our area and most majors at the university also have a public speaking COM 210 requirement. So as I mentioned, your schedule is going to be a mix of majors, major courses, general education courses, and electives. So each semester you'll have 1 or 2 courses in your major, 1 or 2 general education core courses, and perhaps 1 or 2 courses as electives. What we'd like you to register for in your first semester is, if you're in journalism, we want to make sure that you take Communication 101, which is Intro to Mass Media. Every incoming student, first-year student, needs a core Rogers seminar, and we'd like you to take your writing course. Beyond that, you can pick up elective. If you did a language in high school and are interested in pursuing that, you can certainly do that. Not essential that you do your math, but you could if you wanted to. Web development majors, Web 206 and COM 101 are 2 of the classes we want you to get, and of course your Rogers seminar. And then electives, you might, if you wanted to, go ahead and do your public speaking at this point. Communication and Media Studies, we want you to take Intro to Communication, COM 100, and the Mass Media COM 101 course, and of course your Rogers seminar, and then pick up language, writing, math, or other electives. Public Relations students, Intro to Mass Media COM 101, your writing, either writing 100 or 102, make sure that you get your writing in the fall semester. It'll set you up for your subsequent public relations courses. Pick up your Rogers seminar, and then you can do electives, language, math if you want to. Graphic design, we also, of course, want you to have your Rogers seminar and core, and we want you to take Design 100 because that sets you up for your subsequent courses in the next few semesters. If you want, you can do your public speaking, pick up language, electives, math, or your writing course. Let me just preview what your second semester will look like. In journalism, you'll be in Digital Communication COM 240 plus your Journalism 270 course. Web students will pick up either Digital COM or Intro to Visual COM plus your Web 200. And your advisor will help you with these, selecting your spring courses sometime in the fall semester. Graphic design, Design 110, Design 200. Common Media Studies students will have you pick up 165 or 201 plus digital. And all of the majors need to continue to work at their core requirements. Public Relations, you'll take PR 111 and either your digital communication course or writing. So your task now is to begin to pre-plan in Rogers Central. Go into Rogers Central and find the planning tab. And based on the major, we want you to plan your schedule for the fall, and that'll help us when we meet again. And we'll meet again and we'll actually get you registered for the courses that you planned. So I look forward to speaking with you again soon.